morning everyone, welcome back to Broken Wind Workshop with me, Laura, where today we are going to be shaping the back of the neck. So we have start, finish, need to join up the two, and all I can say is this beast. It's the Shinto rasp that I got as one of my prizes from the Great Guitar Build-Off. From the fabulous Crimson Guitars, and my word, I'm pleased, touch wood, I haven't caught a knuckle with this yet, but it cuts through wood as if it was cheese. Brilliant. Let's keep playing with it. Here we have it, one shaped neck. Got a lot of standing to do and need to round off the edges towards the fretboard a bit, sort out bottom and top, but I'm really pleased with how that's gone and how easy it was to do. It's a method that I saw one of Ben Crow's at Crimson that I saw him do, and I thought I'd give it a go. As this is my first base neck and wanted, bigger scale, wanted to make sure I got it right, and I'm really pleased with it. It just seems methodical. So happy with that. Next thing to do, sanding. Hi everyone, so tonight I wasn't going to do any work in all honesty. I've had a long day on mum duty and I'm tired, but I had an exciting package in the post from Crimson and I ordered their fabulous grain enhancing filler. I got the little set, so we've got sapphire, ruby and gold, and I'm going to do a bit of experimenting tonight because I couldn't wait because I was quite excited to see what's going to happen. So I've had a little idea of what I might do on the back of the neck, and I thought I'm going to just try a couple of different combos and see what happens. So I'm going to be using for this the ruby grain filler, some Stunning Stain Shot Black that I've diluted into my cute little Pyrex jug, and some good old penetrating oil. So I've just got some offcuts here of ash that I chopped off from cutting the body, and I'm going to do a couple of different ways. I'm going to do filler then stain then oil, and stain then oil then filler, and just see what the difference is for the effects it has on the grain, and yeah, have a bit of a play really and see if my ideas come to life. Right, so I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to do stain on this one first. Unfortunately I've run out of gloves, so my hands have already, just from opening the thing, I spilt it and I've already got black fingers, so in for a penny, in for a pound. But what I'm going to do is put my hat on because I'm using black stain and I've never been, nor will I ever be, a brunette. So there we are, I don't want to be touching my hair with this stuff. Right, do a bit of stain. I've already just sprayed these with some water and then sanded back. So these have been sanded up to 320 and then I sprayed them with water. Oh, that's done nothing. Maybe I've diluted too much. Yeah, oh dear. Right, cancel that. I want it to be really black, so let's see. Kind of purpley black. You know what, we'll leave it for a few minutes and I can do another coat. I need to make the concentration a bit more. Anyway, that's that one done for the moment, and let's have a go with this filler. Shake well before use. Okay. See what's going on in this little pot of joy. Woo! Shiny. Ooh, smells of chemically things, but not in a bad way. I quite like it. Although I think being in that too long might cause some problems. But oh, look at that! It says on the pot to rub across the grain, so that's what we're doing. Should have read all of it really. Apply across the grain. Very good, that's all we need to know. Doesn't say what to apply or how to apply it. But you know what? I'm doing it with this. I suppose you could brush it on, but my thought would be you kind of want to push it in to the grain, I would have thought. Okay, and leave dry for a few minutes, it says, before applying more, so we'll do that. And I'll keep you updated later how it's going on. Evening everybody, so last night I was doing my experimenting with all the different finishes prior to getting to the point of needing to do it on my neck, and yeah, here's the results. So this is the filler and the stain and then the oil. You can see, try and catch the light with it. It's very subtle, and I did do really dark jet black. It was very little water to dye ratio because I want it to be that dark to match with his hair basically. And this is the other way around. It's stain, then oil, then filler, and you can see the red popping out much more. So I do like both of them, but they're just not right for this project. They're just that bit too intense. And yes, I could do a lighter black, as it were, but still not quite right. So I had this little offcut of the headstock from when I thinned it down, and I've done nothing but the ruby grain filler, followed by a bit of oil, and this is the win. Look at that. Imagine that on the big scale of the nice base neck. I just think it's simpler, but it's effective. It's got the red running through it, the kind of red and black theme, but it just shows off how yummy this wood is. Brilliant, that's all I need. The win. Tonight you join me with sad times. Last night I was sanding away, going rather well, going through all the grades of doing Dennis's face and hair, and it was taking some time, I can assure you. And suddenly I had my mask on, and I had my earphones in, and poof, this cloud appeared around me, and I was doing quite a fine grit at the time, but not fine enough to create that kind of a dust cloud, and then it smelt a bit funny, and after 11 years I have to say goodbye to my faithful mouse. 11 years. It's done me well, and it's had a hammering, and it just went one step too far last night, and that little puff of cloud was basically the motor burning. So I quickly unplugged it and it is no more. So well done you. You've into your past is new. I got a new one. I debated different ones, looked at them all, and you know what? My mouse did me 11 years. Cheap and cheerful, gets in all the nooks and crannies with different jobs that I have to do, and I've got a shed load of the sanding disc bits things to stick on that need using, so you know what? Out with the old, in with exactly the same. Anyway, I'm doing a bit more experimenting tonight because I want to see about trying to do some different, maybe grain filler in his hair. So I did the grain filler the other day that was for the neck, but this is going to be for his hair, just to maybe add, my thoughts being, if I can add something in the grain filler that kind of not catches the light, but just adds a bit of texture to it, it might look a bit even more like hair. So I've been to a couple of hardware stores, thankfully are open at the moment because we've only got essential shops open over here at the moment, but I've managed to get some grain filler, but they only had a teak grain filler, but I've also managed to get some wood dye, so I'm going to have a little play and see if I can get something not quite black, but something that would look good with the black as well. So you'd be pleased to know as well. Bought some gloves. I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm afraid there's been lots of talking and not much visible making, well, for you to view anyway, but trust me, a lot's happening in the background. It was a lot of experimenting and chatting, this one, so sorry about that. Next one I think will be a lot more anyway, I'll leave it there, and thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see you with the next instalment soon.